Hi, this is Thunder E from BorderWork.com and welcome to our full review of the Droid 4. Yes, the Droid 4 is the latest and one of the few dying breeds in the market smartphone with a full QWERTY keyboard. You can see very well it sports a 5-row QWERTY keyboard. So we're going to find out if this device is worth the wait. It's supposed to come out last year. Is it something you should pick up on the Verizon network? It is a 4G LTE device. It also comes with a few things in the box that you should pay attention to. Besides the Droid 4 in the box and of course the cables and chargers and all that fun stuff, it comes with this little opening tool. This allows you to open up the battery cover. So be very mindful of this and make sure this is in the box for you. But anyway, let's get on with our review and find out if the Droid 4 is definitely worth the wait. Alright, so let's take a better look at the Droid 4. The first thing we're actually going to look at is how to actually put in your SIM card. It's not as easy as just sliding out the cover, opening it up. It's slightly more complicated than that. But you do have that 8 megapixel camera in the rear, of course a 1080p LED flash. And now to take out, of course, your battery cover, you need this special tool that comes with your Droid 4. Now if you lose this, you are probably out of luck unless you could use something like a safety pin, straighten out and stuff like that. So you see this opening here, there's a little hole there, so you take this, push it down, and that allows you to slide back the cover. So what you have here is that there's a little lock mechanism that you can push down to release that. So once you do that, you open it up. That reveals your Droid 4. Now, the battery is actually covered, so Motorola wants you to send them the device to replace the battery for it. And then this is your SIM card here. To open that up, you actually need to open this here. So you lift that to access your micro SIM, and you can slide your micro SIM in there. I don't know why that's there, but just a couple other things. Of course, your speakers here. This is the battery in here, and of course that's your vibrator, if you will. Anyway, so that's pretty much the mechanism for actually opening the battery for the Droid 4. It's kind of annoying. Actually, it is annoying, not kind of annoying. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, you can see the back. It has this rubberized back. It's not like the Droid Razr, which of course has a different styled, Kevlar protected back. Now on the side here, you do have your micro mini HDMI and micro USB. Of course, it does have that QHD display in front. It does have a front-facing camera, video chat, touch-sensitive buttons. You do have your volume toggles here at the top. You have your power button right in the center, 3.5mm jack. Now, the main allure, of course, of this device is its full QWERTY keyboard. Now, the QWERTY keyboard, cool about it, it does light up. It's a 5-row keyboard, so you do have your numbers all on the top, and you do have a full button layout, 5 rows plus directional icons, if you will. I do like the keyboard. Keyboard feels very good, very comfortable, it's well spaced out, and a very good keyboard. Something we haven't seen in a while from a lot of devices, because of course we don't have devices with keyboards anymore in general. Go over just look more at the Droid 4. So opening it up, this houses a dual core processor. Of course, this is running Android 2.3. It will be available for an ice cream sandwich update, and it has that QHD display. The one thing I can tell you, though, the display, considering the Droid Razr and the Droid Razr Max are running Super AMOLED QHD displays, which are much sharper and clearer, this display is a big letdown. Just going from that device to this, it's not as sharp, it's not as vibrant, and it doesn't actually look as good with different colors on screen. Now, again, you do have your applications. This is a 4G device, so this is a device that uses 4G speeds, and you can tether the device, and you should get some good 4G speeds, which we'll just run a quick speed test here, and we'll show you some other results that we've had in the past from our speed tests. Now it's clocking 11, but we usually get standard test of about 20 to 21 megabits per second for downloads, uploads of 31, which is basic standard numbers for Verizon. Let's see if we can change the server to something a little closer to the Boston area. Let's see. Alright, let's try that server, do one more test, and then we'll just show you some of the other results. Okay, so we're getting closer to our normal Verizon speeds, just 23 megabits per second. Downloads, great uploads at 13, so that's pretty cool. Results, you can see there we've had speeds of 21, 13 was our lowest, but uploads of about 13, about 12 was average for uploads in general. So it's a 4G device, 4G capable. You do have Motocast, which allows you, which I love. You can access your content anywhere in the world as long as you have 4G connection to your home computer. And of course, you have your plethora of Verizon applications. Again, the keyboard works very well, and you can see, auto rotates out. So once you have it in, portrait mode, you slide out the keyboard. It goes into landscape mode immediately, even on the home screen, and it's very responsive. Google search also comes up once you start typing, so that's something to note. It works out very well. A keyboard illuminates in darkness, so you do have a backlit keyboard here. I can't stress how good the keyboard is. I think it's it's one of the best, but then again, that's also saying that there are very few keyboards out there on the market, phones with keyboards on the market, but this works very well. If you're someone who really needs a keyboard, I think this will work out for you. So yeah, a couple of things. The call quality is, it's good. Also, battery life is decent on this. Is probably matching what you get with the regular Droid Razr. You can get probably about, I'd say 10 to 12 hours of good battery life. Not like the Razr Max, of course. Even though with the thicker frame, I expected them to house a much heftier, beefier battery. The most I've gone out of this is about 14 hours. Of course, that's with battery management, which, again, Motorola has done a good job with the battery management tool they have here. You can look at your battery use and things like that, the battery status, and, you can also do your data management and, see what's, manage all that completely. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it on the Droid Razr. Also, yeah, check out our 1080p camera recording from the Droid Razr. The camera app is still the same with what you expect with most Motorola devices. The layout's still the same. Your settings management are the same. Video resolution 1080p. Widescreen, of course, is at 6 megapixels per second. So, yeah, that's pretty much the Droid 4. So let's round up this video. Alright, so we've taken a good look at the Droid 4. It's a device that I would call a hit and miss. One, this is a device that was delayed for some time by Motorola, and of course we know MWC is around the corner if you watch this before February 27th. Now, that in mind, as a QWERTY keyboard device, it probably has one of the best keyboards, and there are very few of those available on the market right now. Most of them I think are on T-Mobile, but the keyboard here is flush, 5 rows, feels comfortable, the keys are easy to use, and also they're well spaced. So if someone who needs a QWERTY keyboard, this is very, very good. It's a solid keyboard. I know there's also the Stratosphere and Verizon, which has a QWERTY keyboard, but I think this actually tops that pretty well. Now, it's a 4G LTE device, so you're getting 4G speeds. We saw that we got speeds of upwards to about 23 megabits per second, great upload speeds of about 13 at maximum. Now, it has the 1080p camera in the rear, 8 megapixel, but of course this is traditional Motorola camera, so I wouldn't look too much into it because they do, to me, I think the cameras have a long way to go compared to the competition. Now, where I say it's a hit and miss, a couple of things here is that now this device is designed mirroring the Droid Razr, so it's supposed to have that sharper edge look, and it's supposed to be the thinnest full QWERTY keyboard device. Granted, it's supposed to be the thinnest. It just feel a little weighted just the way the back is created. It does have a removable battery back, but you still need to use this tool to remove, which is very annoying. So if you lose this, you're in a little bit of a bind, but you can probably use a safety pin here. The thing about it is the battery is not replaceable. Actually, it is replaceable. You can open up the cover to replace it, but then you have to deal with the fact that you're probably voiding your warranty doing that. The second thing is that the device also houses a QHD display. Now, The Droid Razr the Droid Razr and the Droid Razr Max have a Super AMOLED Plus QHD display. Very vibrant, clear screen. This, not so much. So it seems like it's one step forward, one step back, and that's how the Droid 4 feels. Granted, in comparison to Droid 3, I think I'll still take this over the Droid 3 because yes, it has 4G LTE. I think the keyboard is also much better. A QHD display, which is better, but I think that also had a QHD display. I apologize, I could be wrong there. But you know, the keyboard is better, 4G LTE, and again, it's also slightly better battery life with the battery management that they've done with this device. Overall, if you are a QWERTY keyboard user, you have to have one. Definitely pick this up. But from what I can tell you from the way the Droid 4 has turned out, I would say the days of QWERTY keyboard are numbered because most companies feel that it becomes an expense and it's probably something that they're moving away from. But overall, it's a good device. It's not bad. It works very well. I have no issues with the device as it runs Android well. Battery life, I've said maximum I've gotten is about 14 hours on there, which is very typical. It's going to get Android 4.0, so at least you'll be upgraded to the latest version of Android once that happens about Q2, according to Motorola. But overall, I think this is a solid device. It is lacking in some areas, especially with the display and the fact that you need this to open up the battery, which is very annoying. But other than that, it's still a good device. Works well, good battery life. QWERTY keyboard is very, very, very good. So if you guys have any questions or comments about the Droid 4, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to our pages on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It's all Border Work with 2O. So this is Thundees, and thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.